Let's get more on this. We can speak to Ken Rubin, who is Professor and Chair of the Department of Geology and Geophysics at the University of Hawaii at Manaus. He joins us now from Hawaii. Many thanks for speaking to us on TRT World, Ken. So the immediate problem, or the more recent development, seems to be this lava flow that has met the ocean and creating something known as laze. Tell us a bit more about that and why that is a serious threat.
Well, the reaction that happens when lava meets water at the ocean includes a dehydration or removal of the liquid water from seawater, producing an aerosol of salts. And these salts cause a chemical reaction with additional bits of vapor, water vapor, which produce hydrochloric acid. There's also very, very fine microscopic particles of volcanic glass. These are produced when lava interacts with the ocean and fragments into very small pieces. In fact, over the last 35 years of volcanic activity at Kilauea, there have been lava flows going into the ocean roughly half of the time. So this is a hazard that we're very familiar with. It is quite dangerous. The exposure to the gases depends an awful lot on the wind direction, which can shift very quickly at the ocean entry. So this is why we're particularly interested in warning residents to stay away.
So what kind of impact are we talking about in terms of the wildlife that is in the water, people that are using the water nearby, the level that it could spread through the ocean?
For people who are nearby, it's a question of staying upwind. There's another hazard in the ocean, which is that the water gets quite hot, in fact, almost to the boiling point. And it is very dangerous for people to approach the ocean entry by boat or surfboard or kayak, which is a common occurrence. Another thing that happens at the ocean entry is that the new lava that forms there, which extends out from the island, is very unstable, and it can break off at any time and cause scalding waves of water to wash outward and back onward on shore. So it's really a very dangerous place to be from all respects.
Professor, looking at the pictures, it looks very dramatic, it looks very dangerous, but the area affected is actually quite small. Based on your expertise, how seriously should people be threatened by this in Hawaii?
Well, the risks and hazards associated with this particular lava flow are localized in an area that's roughly 5 kilometers long along what we call the East Rift Zone, the crest of the Rift Zone, and then on either side of it for at least several kilometers leading down towards the ocean on the south side, and several kilometers leading to where there's a change in slope, which would prevent lava from flowing further on the north. Those hazards are really very limited to the immediate vicinity. The best model we have for an eruption like this is in 1955. The fissures of this current eruption are in exactly the same place as the 1955 fissures. We don't expect it to extend much further in either direction beyond the current set of fissures, but we don't know. That could happen. We don't rule out that possibility. We know that in 1955, the eruption lasted 86 days and it intensified about 3 weeks into the eruption. So this is following a very similar pattern at every step of the way, with the precursors and the ground cracking and the copious amount of sulfur dioxide gas and the intensifying that we have seen of the volcanism in the last 2 days or so.
Ken, really interesting to talk to you. Ken Rubin, Professor and Chair of the Department of Geology and Geophysics at the University of Hawaii.